Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? For fast and cheap coins, check out redzonecoins.com and use code ZERK for 15% off your order.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be going over what you should be spending your footballs on and also ranking the free 88 overalls. Now, if you guys don't already know, with the solo challenge, you guys can go ahead and get done. Right now, you can get up to 80 stars playing the ultimate kickoff solos, and doing 80 stars, you can see here at 50 stars, you get a token. At 100 stars, you get another token. So if you want to wait until next week to get your free 88, you can, because there's going to be more solos unlocked, and then you'll be able to go ahead and get the 100th token that you need, or you can get the 50 tokens now, and then you guys can come over here to the house rules event, and if you guys get 10 wins in the house rules event, then you get another token. So you can get your free 80 overall hero today if you go ahead and just get 10 wins in this, and then you get the 50 stars, or you can wait until next week. You can get just the multiplayer wins because you're gonna be another house rules, or you can do just the solos. But I do want to give a shout out to Zachary Lyons for being a part of the Noti Gang. If you guys want a chance to be shouted out in the next video, drop a like in the vid, make sure you guys are subbed to the channel, turn the notification bell on, and comment down below Noti Gang. But guys, first up, let me go over my rankings of the 88 overall players. Which one do I think you guys should pick? So starting off my rankings, I'm going to put, unfortunately, Trent Williams at number 4. In my opinion, I don't really think going with an offensive lineman is really ever the move when it comes to an NAT player, unless you absolutely know they're going to be a starter for you for the rest of the year. So like around Team of the Year time, right, we tend to get some free Team of the Year players. That's when we might see players like Zach Martin, Jason Kelsey, those guys get like 96, 97 overalls, maybe, probably more so 96, 95s. But those guys are ones that I would pick as NATs, right? Because at that point, okay, that's an endgame offensive lineman. Trent Williams is, in my opinion, not the right move to go with. I think that currently he's pretty good, right? He's a really, really good card. Keep in mind, guys, when you choose your NAT player, I believe they're going to be half the value, and it is training and not footballs. So whichever one you go with, I believe it is going to be half the value here. So I don't think you're just going to go ahead and get one in quick zone. I mean, you can if you want to, but you probably want to go with someone you want to use, right? So Trent Williams, left tackle, good left tackle, probably second best left tackle in the game right now, behind, of course, Joe Thomas. But I mean, unless you think he's going to be your starter the rest of the year, which definitely should not be the case for you. You don't want to have an 88 overall left tackle the rest of the year. I don't think Trent Williams is the move. Now, next up is going to be Yannick Ngakoue. Now, I actually feel like he's a really, really good card. I'm not going to lie. 79 speed, 84 excel, 67 block shed, and 92 finesse move. Currently, he is really good. He's like a better Joey Bosa. So like if you like Joey Bosa cards who really don't do much in the run but have good speed and have great pass rush, Yannick is perfect for you. But the only issue is very similar to Trent Williams as well. He's just not going to be able to do much for you in the long haul. Like he's good for now, but in a month, there's going to be some better defensive ends out with very, very similar pass rush that can actually stop the run, have similar speed, and backup right ends and left ends, they don't tend to get into the game. So unless your opponent's trying to hurry up or your defensive lineman gets really tired, you're probably not going to see Yannick Ngakoue get into the game. However, if you have a scheme where maybe you have a different right end in there and then you want to just sub in Yannick on like 3rd and longs where it's guaranteed to be a pass, then maybe it's not a bad idea for you. But I think if you're playing the long haul here, I wouldn't go with Yannick. Now, in my opinion, the second best one you guys could pick is going to be Linval Joseph, and the reason why I say Linval is because you'll actually get some pretty good use out of him. If you guys are in a 4-3 defense, of course, or really any defense where you use 2 defensive tackles on the field at the same time, then Linval is going to be really good for you because then you'll obviously have a second DT. I run a 3-4, so my second defensive tackle doesn't ever get into the game, and to be honest, I don't even really use my DTs, but Linval still I actually plan on picking up because he's perfect to just be out there and stop the run. 93 strength, 89 block shed. If you just want a DT to go out there and stop the run, Yannick is good for stopping the pass. But the thing is, your backup defensive tackle, depending on what kind of defense you run, will actually get into the game. Your backup defensive ends, they rarely ever get into the game. So as long as you use 2 defensive tackles, I think Linval is actually a pretty solid pick. You know, 93 strength, 89 block shed, great at stopping the run. Yannick is good for now, but he just won't get into the game after he's a backup. And that's why I think that Todd Gurley is the best one to choose, because he's a running back, right? Running backs come in and out of the game a lot, so you can go ahead and get Todd Gurley, put him at backup, or put him at starter. He's actually pretty decent. 87 speed, 88 excel, 89 agility, 88 carrying. Very similar to the Zeke card that we just got. 84 change of direction, 83 trucking, 85 break tackle. Also has an 89 agility, 89 stamina, 88 carrying. He has 87 juku. So, I mean, like, he's not a crazy running back, but he's going to be good as a third down running back, a backup running back for you, and he can be there for a while. So that's why I feel like Todd Gurley is probably the best one to pick. We're talking about long term here. He's great as a depth position player. Linval Joseph, because backup DTs tend to get into the game, but backup offensive linemen, backup defensive ends, they don't really get into the game much, so not the biggest fan of them. Although, in my opinion, I think like the best one to choose, like, right now, if you want to go with someone that's going to get the most use out of and is like one of the best players at their position, you probably want to go with Yannick or Trent Williams, but we're talking long term because they're going to be NAT. Now, in terms of what can you even spend the footballs on, there's 3 things you can select to spend on currently in the game. There's an 81 to 85 overall ultimate kickoff player, which is 75 footballs. There is a 600 football trade in here for one of 4 88 overall ultimate kickoff heroes, so you can literally choose any of the heroes. And then there's the team performance token. So let's start off with that team performance token. Now, guys, this is 400 footballs. Now, based on my math right now, the best value to go ahead and pick up in terms of footballs, keep in mind it's only 81s, 83s, and 85s. Those are the only ones you guys can go ahead and actually quick sell for footballs. At the time of recording this video, 85 overalls go for 60k coins. And that is 180 footballs. So based on that math right now, guys, one football is actually worth about 3,000 coins. Which means that one of these sets is actually costing you about 120,000 coins. Now, here's the thing with these sets, and something that's really key and really important you guys have to remember: training loses value throughout the year, right? So, as you guys know, with these sets, how they actually work out is whatever team you guys decide to go with, which, in my opinion, you obviously want to go with whatever team's going to get the most wins, so you probably want to go with either Chiefs or Ravens. I would probably go with Ravens because they have a pretty easy schedule. I would say Ravens. Now, you can see right here in the description of these, they do say its value will never drop below 1k training, so I believe they start off at 1,000 training, so let's hypothetically say that the Ravens get 12 wins, okay? So that's 13,000 training, but for every single loss, it goes down 1 training, so that would actually be, for 12 wins, you get a 9,000 training collectible. Now, of course, you can quick sell that at literally any time that you want to. So if the Ravens start off 10-0, yeah, you can quick sell it for 11,000 trading. And at that time, it'd be a pretty good value. But I'm going to be basing this off of if you held on to it for the entire year just to try to maximize that. So right now, training points are very expensive, right? Training is actually about 50 coins per, maybe 45 coins per, depending on the day and depending on the market, right? So here's the issue. If you held on to this collectible for the next couple of months, training continues to decrease and decrease. Now, if you guys wanted to do this collectible, let's say you went with the Ravens and they started 6-0, okay? Now, if they start 6-0, that means you're going to have a 7,000 training quick sell collectible. That's pretty big right now. That is pretty big. Let's say training is, if they start 6-0, let's say training's down to like, we'll say 40 coins per, okay? So if you have a 7,000 coin collectible, or you have a 7,000 training collectible, that's worth a lot of coins. That's 280k coins. So really, if you're looking to do the team performance collectibles, this could potentially be the best thing to do. But you're going to have to go with the team that's going to win a lot. Because, as I said, this pack costs about 120k, really. So it costs about 120,000 coins to do. Is it worth it to do? If you go with the team that gets a hot start, if the Ravens go 1-1-1-1 and training value just continues to decrease, let's say you wait till the end of the year to quick sell it and they end up with, as I said, 12 wins, 9,000 training points, right? Here's the issue. Training in January, by the time the season is over, is going to be like 9 or 10 coins per if it was like it was last year. Last year was about 10 coins per in January. That's 90k coins, which means you would lose value. So if you guys want to take a risk and you want to do this, be confident in whatever team you want to go with. You want to go with the Chiefs, the Cowboys, the Ravens, any team you think that could have a hot start. I'm a Cowboys fan. I may do the Cowboys just for fun, but I'd probably do one for the Ravens and Chiefs as well if you're going to do any of them, just to be certain, as teams that could have a really good season. So is it worth it to do? It definitely could be really worth it to do. But if it's kind of like an off season, win here, loss, win, loss, you may never end up recouping that 130k worth. Now, keeping in mind that same value of 3,000 coins per, that means the Ultimate Kickoff Hero Fantasy Pack is worth 180k, guys. And right now, the heroes are selling for about 150 to 160k. So if you do the pack, you're losing coins. You're straight up going to lose coins. But if you guys want to do the pack to go ahead and complete the set, I don't think that's a bad idea. Now, as we went over in this video, you guys do get a free NAT 88. Now, if you take all the trophies that you get from the solos, all the trophies that you get from house rules, you're not going to have enough to actually do one of these packs, but you can go ahead and get some more training and get another 88, and then you can go to the Byron Jones set. Now, as you guys can see, it actually looks like their prices are going up a little bit. Still not really worth it to do the Hero Fantasy Pack in terms of just doing a quick sell them. But you can see 163k here, 170k there. And if we take a look at Byron Jones, you guys can see he's 430k right now. Now, currently from the solo challenges and the house rules in the game, you can get a combined 180 free footballs from doing those. Which means you would have to go ahead and get 420 footballs just to do one of these sets, right? So 420 times 3, that means you'd be spending about 126,000 coins. That means it would cost you anywhere from maybe 430k to 450k if you got your free 88 from the solo challenges and everything, and then you went ahead and you did, you got all the trophies, whatever. If you bought the 2 remaining 88 overalls, and then you just had to go ahead and get the rest of the footballs to do one of those sets, then you could go ahead and actually get Byron Jones and sell him for about like a 40k loss, really. Well, then after tax, you're looking at about a 50, 60k loss, but then you get 2 free 88 overall. So 60k for 2 88s, you could always do that. So that's kind of like a little method you guys could do right now if you have your footballs, but in terms of like, is it actually worth it to go ahead and spend it on this pack? Yeah, probably not. You're not going to get your 180k worth of footballs. Now, as for the final pack in the store you can spend your footballs on, it is 75 footballs. Now, as I said, guys, it is currently about 3,000 coins worth of footballs. So you're looking at about 22,000 coins, a little bit more than that, but about 22,000 coins depending on what you get your footballs for. So 22k for an 81 to 85. Now, of course, the issue with doing that is we don't really know the true odds on that. So you guys can spend about, 22k. You might only make back about 14k, 12k, depending on the time of the day and how many people are opening up packs. Or you could just about break even, but then after tax, you're going to be losing coins. Or you could actually make a really, really good amount of profit. Of course, you pull one of these 85s, you're making 60k. Now, the odds of you pulling an 85 out of that pack, probably pretty low. So here's really how I would explain this. If you guys are looking for the quick fire, sure way, I want to get coins, I would say do the fantasy pack because, you're going to get your 160k, your 170k, whatever. And then, of course, you can do the method, like I said, and just go ahead and get Byron Jones. Or if you really, really feel confident that a team is going to start off hot, I think the team performance token is probably the way to go because that's about 120,000 coins worth of footballs, and you can exchange that. And let's say that the Ravens start off 6-0, then you have yourself 7,000 training. You can risk it, you can quick sell it, but that's about 280k worth if, say, training is 40 coins per at the time. And if you really, really want to risk it, you can do this because, if you pull an 85, you're basically paying for about 3 packs here, but odds of you pulling an 85. Let's test the Zirk luck here, right? Testing out the Zirk luck. Okay, I'm juiced. It's just simple as that, all right? Zirk luck, comment it down below. Just as simple as that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to drop a like on the video, and of course, hit that sub button down below. Don't take that as a surefire. You're not going to go ahead and get an 85 every time. Watch this. I'm going to do another one just to prove. We're going to get an 81 overall here. If I get an 85, the video ends here. Yeah, 81. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time.